back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Later Class Evolution / Regular Version Legacy Blitzwing. And for a triple changer, this figure is actually the best triple changer and probably the only one I have in my collection. And I just want to say that Hasbro has done an astounding job on their part in creating this figure. I mean, the sculpt work, the paintwork, and everything on this figure is amazing. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the box art and then we'll take a look at the figure itself. Here we have the Legacy Blitzwing box art right here. So on the front side we can see nice CG render of Blitzwing in both tank and airplane mode and in robot form. If we take a look to the side, right here we have like two angles. Here we have him in jet mode, and right here we have him in tank mode. And now if we turn our attention on the back side of the box, we have that QR code that you can scan yourself right here at the bottom of the screen. And we have Blitzwing in his robot form and his other forms. He transforms in 32 steps to airplane mode and 41 steps into tank mode. So I will showcase both ways to transfer Blitzwing into that and that. He does come with these two missile launcher blasters that honestly I have no idea why they're there. It's just really peculiar in my opinion why Hasbro has included that, but I'm pretty sure we might see it with Legacy Manosaur, but at the same time it just does look a little bit dull to be that. And here we have a nice CG render of the Legacy Decepticon artwork on the box. So yeah, so we got Blitzwing out of the packaging. Now let's take a look at this figure's accessories, his articulation, and so forth. Here we have Blitzwing out of the packaging, and my goodness, look at all the detail and accuracy this figure has. Now for a triple changer, Hasbro has done their best job in designing this guy to transform in 2 modes, which I really think is impressive. We haven't seen much triple changers that much since the Devastator or the Manosaur Combiner or any other triple changers. It's just amazing that we see one again, and it's just really nice. If we take this figure in for a closer look, we can see a lot is going on around the torso region. We can see some nice metallic silver, some purple plastic, some nice sculpt work. Kind of dull right here. I do like that it looks simplistic right here. We can see the Decepticon insignia. We can see some detailing on the thighs right here on the legs as well. We can see some robot detailing, which I think is really nice. Right here we can see on the arms some detailing as well. And look at that head sculpt. My goodness, that head sculpt actually has a lot of detail going on in it. I really do like how it's silver, red, and yellow, exactly how he showed up in the film. We take a look at him on the side profile. He does have a lot of kibble, but since he is a triple changer, there is a reason for all of this kibble, which I don't really like all the kibble that much. I don't really like it when figures have a lot of kibble, but since he's a triple changer, he's gonna have a lot of kibble. Some tank parts, the tank engine, we can see a lot of parts right here. Some wing parts on the bottom of the feet as well. We can see the Decepticon insignia right there as well. So therefore, this figure has a lot of detailing going on. Now, as far as accessory wise goes, I believe that he does have some nice accessories, yet some really weird ones. Starting off with this one, we do have this sword accessory, which is actually made out of very thin plastic, very like kind of rubber like. I'm not so sure why. I would have preferred hard plastic, but Hasbro was acting weird with the plastic, so we got this. But it's not a bad idea. I do like it. I'm not so sure I remember seeing him in the show having this sword, so I will connect it to Galvatron myself because it'll just look really cool with Galvatron. So yeah, we can see some nice silver detailing and stuff. So this whole section is painted while this is purple on this side. We do have 2 blaster accessories which are exactly identical. So taking a look at this one, we can see a port right here at a tap slot right there, and we can see some nice really cool detailing right here. So yeah, if we pull in the other one, you get the same thing. So yeah, we have the same exact blaster right here as well. And now the most weird accessories are these giant Energon red hands, which honestly look like probably like the Iron Man Hulkbuster armor kind of hands. It just looks kind of weird. To incorporate them, it is kind of hard to do so. You have to transform the arm a little bit. But yeah, and yeah, on the online it says missile cannon, so I could see it's a missile cannon. But honestly, it's kind of weird. It's honestly really weird seeing this in the figure. But I really hope this will come to some use later on down the Legacy line. I really do hope that this is actually part of something. It looks kind of weird, but oh well, it's actually pretty nice. Now let's take a look at the articulation. Starting off with the head, he does have on a ball joint, so you can look up, down, tilt side to side, go left, right, do a full 360. His arms have full range of motion, so you lift this tab up and he does have range of motion right here, so you can do that. And I believe you could do it back, but due to the sculpt work it is restricted. Right here he does have past 90-degree bend. He has full 360 rotation on the wrist. I do like that. When we see a Voyager sized leader class figure have rotation on the wrist, that is really good when we see that on a figure. Right here we can see if we lift up the skirt flaps, we can up his leg for 90 degrees and back, I believe 90 degrees, but it could go 90 degrees, but due to the sculpt work it can't. Right here it could bend past 90 degrees at the knee, way past 90 degrees. He does have an ankle rocker joint, could bend around 90, around there, so you can have him in a really weird position if you wanted to. And the foot does not go up or down or side to side like others do, but like it does have that 90-degree bend right there. So yeah, that was basically Blitzwing's articulation. Now let's see how he scales with figures. For the first comparison, here I brought in the Kingdom / Legacy Galvatron, and we can see Galvatron is taller than Blitzwing, but mostly Blitzwing is shorter due to the fact that we have so much engineering involved. Same thing happened to Rodimus Prime. Rodimus Prime was the size of a leader, and yeah, was the price for a commander class because of the engineering. So yeah, what you're paying for this figure is more of engineering than scale. So yeah, looking at this, I think this is accurate. I'm not so sure if we saw Blitzwing and Galvatron stand in the 1986 movie, but yeah, I think this is accurate to how Blitzwing might have looked toward Megatron. Previously released Legacy figures, Legacy Soundwave next to Blitzwing, and we can see Blitzwing and Soundwave are literally eye to another, so we can see that is really accurate. Well, on a Voyager scale. Transformers 1986 movie Scourge, we can see Scourge is around the same size as Blitzwing, so we can see that he's a nice Voyager. We have Optimus Prime next to Blitzwing, pretty accurate to the show. We did see Optimus Prime next to Blitzwing several times throughout the show. I'm pretty sure it was just a few times, but this is accurate. Our 86 Hot Rod figure, which is around, it is shorter because he is the size of Deluxe, yet the engineering, same thing with Rodimus. Hot Rod and Blitzwing, they're a little shorter in scale, but you're mostly playing for the engineering. But yeah, this is pretty much how Hot Rod might have scaled with Blitzwing in the 1986 film. We don't know for sure because we never saw them stand next to each other while Hot Rod and Blitzwing is in robot form. And wrapping up the 1986 and G1 comparisons with Ironhide, here we can see Ironhide is around the same, around the neck/chest region of Blitzwing. So yeah, Ironhide is smaller than Blitzwing due to the fact that Blitzwing is a leader / Voyager, while Ironhide is a Voyager / Deluxe. Now, if you haven't done so already, I do recommend that you remove all the accessories from this figure. The first thing you're gonna have to do for the transformation, so I will do 2 transformations, one from robot to tank, and one from robot to airplane. First, we'll start on the airplane. So the first one, for the first thing you're gonna have to do here is we are going to then get this area, disengage it from right there, have it lifted up. The whole backpack region right here, you're then going to disengage it. And just one little note I did want to tell you is that when you buy this figure, he will come already in his tank form, so in the instructions will show you how to untransform him. Well, here I am showing you how to transform him. So yeah, here we go. The first after that, the first thing you're going to have to do right here is disengage that panel right there. You're going to rotate the whole head region back forward like this. Close this. Now we get this look right here. We get this. There's this little tiny little slot, this little valley right here that you would get your nail and then push it up. But unfortunately it is kind of hard, so what I do is I get the sword sometimes and then I push it up like that. Yeah, so yeah, the sword is useful for that. So you can have the sword do that for you. Then you would then have to put this whole region back right here. And just have it right here. Just have it ready. I'm not so sure why I did that. You're then gonna put your attention toward the legs. You're gonna get this toe region, and then you're gonna close them in like this. Close both sides. Disengage these panels first, because or else you're gonna chip the block off right here. You're gonna connect those. Then you're gonna put your attention toward this side. You're gonna focus on the wings. You're gonna disengage this piece. Open the wings up. Open the wings like so. Open them like that. You're going to do the same process on the other side right here. Then you're going to focus your attention toward the legs right here. disengage there are two slots, so one right here and one right there. So you're going to disengage both of them. You're going to do the same thing on the other leg right there. Do the same thing right there, and then connect it down. Just click it down. Then you're going to connect these two legs together, and there we can see how the jet form is already forming. You're then going to fold the legs down like so, and then there is this region right here, that you're going to unhook the arms right there, and then you're then gonna unhook them right there, both sides. And you're gonna put your attention toward this side. You're gonna unfold that piece, fold the arm in, fold this piece around like so, and then you're gonna fold that right here like that. So once you have done that, you're gonna then click it down right here. You're gonna do the same process on that arm. So you're then gonna flip this piece down right here, rotate that, put the arm in, and then you're gonna then turn your attention right here, and then you're gonna then make it fall inside here. So once we have that done, you're gonna get them in a look like this. So once you have them in a look like this, I do recommend trying to put the piece right here so that it's covered, and then you're then gonna attach this piece right here, attach that piece right there. This tab is gonna go in that slot right there. Right here, this tab is going to go in that slot right there. It is kind of hard to do, but try to bear with me. That tab goes in that slot right there, like that, and then this connects right there. And then if you do want to, I do like doing this. I do like making the tank part face that way. And then you're then going to make sure that, where is it? There's a piece right here somewhere. This piece, not that piece. This piece right here folds out like that. I do like doing that. It's not like a step you have to do, but I do like putting it like that so that you can have that. And there we have Blitzwing transform into that really cool jet form. And honestly, with all honesty, it looks kind of fat, but it does look pretty cool. So yeah, let me just show you in full detail how this looks like. Here we have Blitzwing transform into that really cool kind of jet airplane mode, and it really looks kind of good. Kind of chunky at the bottom due to the kibble of the triple transformation, but it is not a bad figure by any stretch of imagination. There are the tabs right here that do connect right there. There are tabs right here that connect that. So yeah, so this is a very hefty figure. Honestly, there are some, like I said, the tabs are here and here. If we take a look at the bottom, we can see some nice detailing, and we can even see a spot where if Blitzwing were to land, let me just rotate this back that way, it would have this wheel right there, like that, if Blitzwing were to land. And I think that is really cool. I really wish we could have seen probably a little bit more somewhere, but it would probably risk the design of the other pieces. But yeah, so I personally like to have it tucked in to make it seem like he is flying around, so we can see that. Now, mostly in jet form, we can see we have the Decepticon insignia, some nice detailing around the what used to be the legs / the wings. The waist area has stayed the same. So yeah, so this whole section has stayed the same. Yeah, it does rotate for the head and stuff. And yeah, for the side, we do get a chunky airplane mode, but it's not bad by any stretch of imagination. In Transformers Bumblebee, but Blitzwing did show up in a jet form and did not triple change into a tank, which I think would have been cool, but missed opportunity they had. So yeah. So now, speaking of planes, let me bring up some other jet forms and stuff that'll actually make you see how big Blitzwing is compared to those other jet forms. Now, here I brought in our Studio Series Starscream / War for Cybertron Earthrise. Here we have the Kingdom Cyclonus right here as well. So we can see the size difference between Cyclonus and Blitzwing. Now, since Cyclonus was pretty much a flawless figure, we can see that Cyclonus is, in fact, way bigger than Blitzwing. I mean, come on. But Blitzwing has so much engineering going on inside. So yeah, basically Blitzwing still wins hands down because of the engineering and stuff. And don't even get me started on Starscream. He cannot compare to the goats right here. So yeah, Cyclonus next to Blitzwing looks really nice. I'm not so sure if we ever saw that, but we did. I know for sure. I believe that we did see G1 Starscream next to G1 Blitzwing. And yeah, so this is pretty accurate. I just kind of think Blitzwing's wings should have been slightly bigger. But it's not bad by any stretch of imagination. I think that Blitzwing and Starscream look pretty well done. How Hasbro has done Blitzwing right here. So yeah, now let's go into the tank mode. We're going into the tank mode. I did want to show you that the weapons can port inside any of these 5mm ports. So select them anywhere you want. You could have Blitzwing firing at the Autobots if you do want to. And then these little hand things. Now I will show you how to incorporate them really quick. So you're then gonna take these hands apart. You're gonna open up the bottom part of the legs right here. Open it up, and then you're gonna then get this piece because it has a circular tab right there. Gonna connect it right there. Do the same process on that side. Connect it right there. Make sure that it does look like it's facing, look like that they're connected, and you do connect the hands to the tabs right there, so that you do get this kind of a fiery look. Yeah, I think it's kind of whack, but it still looks pretty nice. It does make the figure look a little bit bigger. So yeah, now let's take a look how to put this guy in tank. Now really quick, how to incorporate the hand accessories on Blitzwing. So you are gonna put your attention toward the arm area. You are then gonna fold this region in somehow, like this. You're gonna have the hands like that. Have this region like so. There is this tiny little port right here that is gonna simply slide into the hand like so. You gotta wait for that to click, and there we have Blitzwing's giant Energon hand fully connected onto the body. And personally, I think it's alright. It's an alright look. I'm trying to open this. It's an alright look. I mean, it's not the best look that we've seen of Blitzwing, but like I'm pretty sure it's really nice to connect the other one. You do the same process. But yeah, basically he has these giant metal hands that are gonna grab the Autobots and then destroy them all and stuff like that. So yeah, so we have a really nice look of Blitzwing's hands, and it kind of looks alright. Not to complain. It looks alright. So first off, for the transformation, so if you haven't done so already, do remove all the accessories from the figure. So the first step you're gonna have to do is put the hands back inside. Same thing, similar to the Jet's transformation. You're then gonna move the hands inside right here. You're then gonna make sure that this piece rotates. You're gonna drop this piece, rotate that one, make sure that part covers right here, right here it doesn't move that much, right there. So you're gonna cover that piece right there. You're then gonna fold this piece right here, cover that piece right there, and now we have that covered. Put the flap down right here. So now most of the transformation requires on the back, but most of the transformation on the Jet required on the legs. So yeah, the first step you're gonna do, but before we do the back, you're gonna have to pay the legs do come into play. So you're gonna disconnect all of these pieces, and then connect them at the bottom. Connect these legs back down like so. So it's like as if you were gonna put this guy back into the box, because in the box he does come in tank mode. So you're gonna do the same process on that side. Connect that. The tab and the slot between the both of these legs do connect. I believe you're supposed to connect these as well, similar to the Jet form. You're then gonna connect those two right there, and I think you do rotate these back. I believe so. I'm not so sure if you actually do, but I'm pretty sure that you do. It seems logical. Then you're then gonna disengage this whole back region right here. Disengage that back region by disconnecting this chest plate right here. Disconnect this whole region like so. So now that we have it in this weird position, you're gonna fold in the wings, which they should be folded out in robot form. Unfortunately, I had them folded in. My mistake. You're then gonna I believe you rotate this like so. You're gonna unfold this piece right here, unfold that piece right there, and then after that you are gonna in fact fold this down right here. Make sure that this piece folds down right here. Like so. You're gonna make sure this piece folds down so that you're then gonna attach the wings right here. So then you're gonna fold this piece down. Make sure that this little tab falls into the appropriate slot on the silver wing. Oh, and one thing right here, it has two hinge joints, so it has to do with the transformation. So they do have to be hinged out all the way in order to transform it. That is why I was having trouble a few seconds ago. You're gonna attach this. Then on the arms, the tab that unfolds when you put the arm in, it's gonna fold into a little slot right there. You're then gonna attach this piece right there. Cover this right there. Put your attention toward this section again. Fold this like so. Fold that. Put your attention toward this side right here. Unfold that piece. Keep that piece inside. Unfold this piece. Then gonna tab that in right there. This piece will connect into that slot. This piece falls down right here. This piece falls right there. That connects into those two slots. You then could reconnect this. Unopen this tab, close this tab, and there. Now we have Blitzwing fully transformed into that really cool tank mode, and honestly this tank mode is pretty sick. Now unfortunately I don't have any other tanks in the collection, but I did bring in this sweep / scourge mold so we can see how big it is, just to give you a comparison. Around the same size as this, so yeah, we can see how big Blitzwing is. Now taking a look at the detailing, we can see some arrows right here, probably, and this chest piece that went down slants down, similar to a tank. How the tank will always slant. We have the Decepticon logo right there. If we take a look at the side, we can see some really nice sculpt work and detailing on the side. We can see some vents right there, the treads right here, which they do have tiny wheels at the bottom. Right here we can see some nice detailing right here. Toward this side, the same thing on the other side. So yeah, basically that about wraps up the tank mode. Now, how to incorporate the accessories. Now you could incorporate the accessories any way you like. Personally, I like to put the blasters on the sides and the sword at the top. Now, but mostly what we're actually talking about accessories, we're talking about these bad boys. Now, how to incorporate these. There is this little slot right here and this little tab right here. The tab and slot do connect inside there, but first you're gonna have to detach the hands and then put them into the circular slot that does show up right here. You're gonna attach them in this circular slot like this, like that. Boom, we have it attached inside. Oh my god, you're gonna have to have this attached, and you need to have a lot of patience when dealing with this figure. I mean, this figure is practically a mess when it comes to attaching this accessory. So yeah, once you have that piece connected, you're then gonna put your attention on the other one. Fold that piece right there. Fold this piece right here, like so. Wow, this thing is really hard to connect. Okay, so basically you get the idea how you're supposed to connect it. So yeah, I connected them off screen. I did notice I was doing it wrong. You're supposed to just attach them like regular. You're not supposed to fold them or anything. So just to demonstrate right here, this circular slot goes in that circular tab right there, just like that. It's that simple. So you're gonna get this little red plasticky tab and this plasticky slot right here. Slide it in and connect it like so. Do the same on the other side. Slide it in, connect it, and then turning Blitzwing around, we have this kind of a missile launcher mode, and I think it's pretty nice. Honestly, to be honest, I thought it was gonna suck, but it does look nice in tank mode. In robot form, it does kind of look peculiar, and in jet form, it's just atrocious in jet form. Now, as far as this thing being blast effect compatible, I'm testing right now. This little slot right there appears to be, and this one does too. So yeah, you could have this figure connected with many blast effects if you wanted to, or custom missiles if you did want to, and then you could have this figure firing at the Autobots. And unfortunately, the turret mode in tank mode is not blast effect compatible, which is very frustrating But yeah, I don't understand why they couldn't done that. But unfortunately, it doesn't have that feature. I'm not so sure if it's just mine or if it's a universal issue. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating when it comes to that. Now let me give you my final thoughts of Blitzwing. Now, as far as picking up this figure or leaving it be, what do I choose? I recommend that you pick this figure up, being a triple changer and being at a really good price. The Legacy Transformers Legacy Blitzwing is honestly kind of worth it. Some parts are just kind of what, and some parts are like, ooh, yes. But at the same time, this figure is just really great. I do recommend it. Hasbro has done an amazing job in sculpting this figure, engineering wise and stuff. His accessories look nice. The hand accessories are kind of they're alright, but the blaster accessories look nice. The sword accessory looks really nice on Galvatron, as we can see in the back. The scale is really nice. The color scheme is really cool. The articulation is just astounding on this figure. So yeah, you can pick this guy up at Target, Walmart, any of those stores. So yeah, if you see this guy, I do recommend picking him up. He's around $50, but on Amazon sometimes he's on a discount. You never know. So I suggest checking online and then checking on the store to see what prices are actually the good prices. So yeah. That about wraps up my review. As far as rating this figure, I'd say this guy is a solid 8.9 out of 10. I'm not kidding. It's a 9 out of 10. This figure is actually really nice. I don't think I could ask more from Hasbro from this figure. It's really well done. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a nice comment, and until my next review, I'll see you then. And just be sure to hit the notifications bell, smash the like button as well, and do tell me what you liked about this figure and tell me how I could improve my channel as well. So without further ado, that ends my video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you at our next one.